Hey guys, Bob Canada, how are you? Listen, this is the last video on the Total Life Changes website that we have up for you. Obviously, this is going to be just a quick little recap of the couple videos you already watched. The first video was like a general sizzle overview video. The next video talked about their main or top products, and the last video was the compensation plan. So what I'm going to do is mostly talk about the compensation plan and try to, lay it out a little easier because I know, I've been doing this business for years. Some people, it's new to them and they watch that compensation plan and they're trying to understand it. So I'm going to just break it out real quick. And then I'll talk just a little bit prior to that about total life changes. So I just wrote up a little 2-page document that you're seeing, and I'm just going to run over it with you. But TLC, Total Life Changes. If you watch the video, the first video talked about them launching in 1999. So they're very well established, 25 years old, over 38 products. And again, not to go deeper into the products, but the little video, they got the multivitamin that basically gives you all the nutrition you need. They have weight loss covered with that detoxifying tea. So, and they got a bunch of other products. So I think they have a good product line for us to jump into. They're in 150 different countries, so that makes this a very global opportunity. And I just want to then cover now, and from what I can see, the owners and the people that are running this company, along with the people that I'm tied to on my team, extremely well versed and offer a lot of help. So I think we can do something here. Couple ways to make money. I just want to go over the commission structure. First of all, if you're going to earn, you have to be active. And what I like about this, the earnings starts off at very lucrative at just 40 QV, qualifying volume, which means you have to buy or sell. You do either or, but let's just keep it simple, self-consumption, okay? About $60 a month of product, right? It's like 2 products or something, okay? So that's very doable. Now, again, if you want to sell one product, buy another one, or sell them both, the idea is you have to be responsible if you're going to make money off of doing some production. Make sense? Okay, so let's talk about this. Off your customers, people that don't want to become reps, they have no interest in building the business. You can make 50% of the CV. So here's an example. Product costs $60 or products cost $60. Let's say it's 40 CV, commissionable volume. You get 50% of that, you make 20 bucks. That's on all your customers. What about when they come in the business, right? They say, I want to be a rep and I want to build this myself, okay, or with the team. Fast Start, 50% of their first order. These are just one-time bonuses on each new person that you personally enroll as an associate, their first order. So if they buy a kit for $500 and it's 400 QV, you'd make a couple $100 on that. Okay. If they just buy a little auto ship order of 60 bucks, same scenario, you'd make $20 off of the 40 CV. Okay. Now here's where the big money gets in. Here's the residual income. Here's where we don't have to work anymore if we build it. A binary structure, which they talked about, is no. I built this where I made my $4 million in my last company, was in a binary structure. Binary is very simple. You got a left team and you got a right team. Okay, you put one on the left, one on the right. You can keep adding to those 2 teams. They drop below. Everybody has 2 positions under them. So in a perfect grid build out, it would be 2, 4, 8, 16. It's not going to fill in that way. 1 tells 3, and it just drops down. You just draw a line down the middle. Everybody from the first person you put on one side builds that team. Everybody and all those other people build your other team. So it's a very simple point. What it is you get 10, minimum 10, which is a lot of money, on up to 25% on the weak side volume of each week. So let me explain that as simple terms as I can. You get people, one tells one. You might have a group of 50 people on one side, and 75 people on the other. You might have 5 people on one and 6 on the other. It doesn't matter. Your team's going to be growing. All the company does is for the week, they add up all the sales that took place based on the CV. Okay, so $60 a product created 40 CV. They add that all up. Let's say your left team did $1,500 in sales, and your right team did $1,000 in sales that week. That's not that much. It's 10 people leading to people, customers count, what the reps buy. Okay, 1,500 on the strong side. What would that be on the weak side? 1,000. Okay, what happens at that point? And remember, they showed this all in the video. I'm just reiterating it. You would get paid on the weak side volume 10% minimum till you rank up, as we're going to show you. What's 10% of $1,000? You'd make $100. I mean, yeah, $100. That's your pay. Now, whatever's left over, they'll subtract 1,000 from that weak side, brings you to 0. They're going to subtract 1,000 from that side you had 1,500 on, means you're going to have a $500 volume overlay going into the next week. Usually when you build this, your strong side will stay as strong, and you just have to really focus on your weak leg, but that could fluctuate. But that is a binary, as simple as it gets, and they'll cap this at $5,000 a week, so there's no limit to what you can make. We're going to show you the ranks in a second, but just understand binary is so powerful because everybody who tells everybody who tells everybody who tells everyone, doesn't matter where they're from, what country they're in, they're either part, remember that line down the middle, your left team or your right team. That's simple, guys, okay? Very simple structure, very powerful to earn off of everybody's efforts, okay? Check match. Think about this. All the people you bring into the binary that drop down, think of it as a sponsoring tree where it's going to keep track of all the people you bring in, no matter where they are in the structure of the binary. All those people are considered on your front line. All of their people are to be considered on your second level. And that's all we have to know about for check match. Here's how check match. All those people that are in the binary, they have their left side, their right side. They're going to be earning binary. They're going to be earning binary commissions, right? So what the simple check match says, on all those people that you brought in that are earning binary commissions, no matter where they are in the grid that you brought them in, you're going to get, watch this, guys, 50% check match on everything that they make. So if someone in your team earns $5,000 that month, right? They get paid weekly, but if they earn $5,000 a month, you'll get 50% of that. You'll get an extra $2,500 sent to you based on their efforts. So you want to help people become successful in this business. The second level starts off at 10%, meaning that all those people, whatever they earn in the business, you're going to get 10%. Now that starts at the director level, which means you have to have at least $1,000 a week coming up your weak side. So you're not going to get check match right away, but as you build a team, that's going to be very powerful. Could be tons of money once you start building a team. Life changer bonus is simply gets to $1,500 a month when you hit national director. You get an extra $1,500 every month just in your paycheck, okay? And so now the last thing to do is to show you the ranks, and what we gotta do is, and it's very simple. I only took it to national. There's a few other ranks built in, but you get to national, you're pretty much retired, making millions of dollars, right? So let's go through it and I'll be done. An affiliate is very simple. You go do your $40 a month in order to earn retail profit and fast start. You haven't started building a team yet. An associate is the same. You remember, you or your retail sales got to do 40. You have to be responsible for 40 QB production, about $60 a month, very doable. And what do you have to do? You started building the binary, right? So you put one personal person, can't be an overflow from your sponsor. You personally have to bring in one on your left, one on your right, okay? From there, your tree starts to grow. You're going to get 10% binary. And remember, on the weak side, we already talked about it, with a $5,000 a week cap. So pretty much you're getting 10% on every single sale, all the way down to infinity on your weaker leg, okay? Now, the next level to mention is director. Director, now you don't have to do this till you're making money. That's what I love about this plan. You could stay at your 40 QV, which is about $60 a month. But as you're earning, the company says, now you want to make bigger money, you have to go to 80 QV, which might be about $120 of product that you're buying or selling through customers. But what happens at that point? Okay. And by the way, your weak leg is going to be at 1,000 a month. Remember, that's where check match kicks in. But now your binary goes up to 12%. So in that weak leg on that same $1,000, you won't get 10% of 100. You'll get 12%, which would be $120 now. So you check, and guys, this gets big with you. When you start making, they have 10, 20,000 a week in your weak leg. That difference between 10% and 12% and the rest of the percentages makes a big difference, okay? That's also a director level, which I told you, where checks match kicks in. 50% on your personals, 10% on level 2. The last couple levels I'll talk about, executive director, same thing. You have to be doing 80 points a month personal. That's when your group gets 5,000 a week in sales. Let's say it takes you a year or two. Who cares? Okay. Now your binary jumps to 14%. You always get 50% on your personals. But now that second tier, all your personals. So if you bring in 10 personals and they bring in 10 personals, that's 100 people on your second tier that you're getting what, 20% of whatever they make in the business. Okay. Regional, real simple. You got to jump up to 120 QV. You got to be doing 10,000 a week in group sales on your weak leg. Now you go to 17% of the binary, and your check match on that second tier jumps up to 30%. National, I'll end here. 120 a week you're doing in personal, not week, a month in personal volume. You're doing 20,000 a week in your group sales and on your weak leg, and you go to 20% on the binary, and your check match increases, and you can actually go up, which we talked about, up to 25% in the binary if you even go higher than that. We won't worry about that. Oh, that's just the leftover. That's actually old. Let's get rid of that right as we talk. All right, that's it, guys. I hope that you understand the plan. I like what I see with Total Life. I think they're an established company. I think they got a lot of heart and soul from just the people I've met. They got a great, simple commission structure. You start earning right away on. They don't hold back and give you $200. You can earn up to $5,000 just at the lowest level a week, that being an associate. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm done. Let's rock and roll.